Damn, I'm only 2 warm-up sets in. I'm feeling a really good connection to my hamstrings right now. That's kind of tell me this is gonna be a badass workout. But yeah, I was sitting in my truck before I come in here, just kind of scrolling, looking at reels and TikToks. And of course, I've watched this video probably, I would say probably close to 10 times, maybe more actually. But it's the video of Eddie Hall pulling that 500 kilo deadlift. And I don't know, man. Like every time I watch it, yeah, it's good hype material, and it's cool to just see someone pull anything close to that, honestly. So to see 500 kilos, that's, it's badass. But for some reason, as I was sitting there watching it in my truck, and I was just watching him, it's kind of like the walkout, like a boxer would do walking out to the ring. It was the whole one shot of him walking out to the bar, getting himself hyped up, breathing real hard. You can see him getting in the zone. And man, it just fucking got me hyped, man. It got me super hyped. There's not many lifts. Like if you just watch one person do one lift, there's not many lifts that you will ever watch like that one that'll get you hyped up as much as that. Maybe I would say like the Ronnie Coleman 800-pound squat for 2. That one is really good for getting you hyped up. And I'm sure there's several others that I'm just kind of blanking on right now. I'm sure there's 2, 3, 4, 5, however many others out there that had the same effect. But the point is, there's not many. Yeah, and that video, dude, just watching it, it just got me extremely hyped up. Now, of course, I'm not deadlifting today, but I'm hitting legs. So, I mean, a little bit of correlation there. I mean, when you're deadlifting, there's a lot of hamstrings and just depending on how you pull. But there's definitely a lot of legs and glutes and all that. So, yeah, dude, it got me pumped up. But also, again, you know what, let me do another warm-up set first, and then I'll kind of explain how this workout's going to be a little, not a lot, but I'm going to do something a little different. And I'm actually really excited about it. So, yeah, let me do another warm-up, though. All right, I think we're going to skip one and go to 130. We'll do one more warm-up, and then we'll start doing, well, just get into the meat and potatoes of this workout. But, so yeah, what I'm going to do today is, because my knees are still, I will say, I think they're getting better. I don't really ever know until I actually start, using a lot of knee flexion under load, like, say a leg extension or a, a barbell back squat or a hack squat, something like that. Because every time I go into leg day for the past 3 sessions, my knees have felt okay. Actually, I'll say they felt pretty good. And then the second I start getting into some sets of squat or leg extensions, yeah, that's when the kind of flares up. The best way to say it. So yeah, I think what I've decided is, now it's gonna be hard to stick to this, but what I've decided is I'm only gonna do 3 exercises, 3 sets each. So only 9 total sets of legs today. Really, the whole point is to just come in here, stimulate the muscles enough to grow, but not do as much volume as I'm normally accustomed to doing. I need to give my knees some time to recover and not have to recover from as much, so they recover more and faster, because they got to get better. It's really going to start affecting my squats too much and stuff. But so yeah, basically, so what's going to be a little different about this, I guess I can kind of get in here and show you what I'm going to do is, again, just 3 sets here, 3 sets of leg extensions, and then maybe some hack squats if I can, or leg press. But anyways, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a set for however many reps I can, pretty much to failure, or like always within at least 1 or 2 reps. So, I'm doing this set, and then say this rep right here is the last one. I'm going to set it down, and I'm going to kind of just chill here for like 10 seconds, 5 to 10 seconds. It'll probably vary depending on each set, but chill here for like 5 to 10 seconds. and then go again and try to get as many more as I can. Basically, what I'm trying to replicate here is just going beyond failure without having any help. Because usually the only way you can do that is if it's with some assisted reps or with a machine that can assist you, and can't really do this here without, like I said, without help. So that's basically what I'm trying to recreate is going beyond failure. So like I said, I'm gonna do as many as I can with a straight set, and I'm not gonna get up. I'm gonna stay in the machine and just kind of chill like for only 5 to 10 seconds. So it's not really a rest at all, just enough for me to go right back into it again. And really, the amount of reps that I get when I go back into it is not super important, but I pretty much want to go to failure when I do go back into it after resting for that 5 or 10 seconds. So again, I'm just trying to go beyond failure. Since I'm only doing 9 sets, I don't know why I held up 3. Since I'm only doing 9 sets, um, I kind of want to make each set very intense and get the most out of it. So that's kind of my logic and what I'm thinking. I could end up hating it and not ever doing this again, but I'm excited about it. I want to try it, and I think it's going to be something. It's obviously going to be something different, but I think it's going to be a nice change. Um, Again, I could be wrong, but again, since I'm only doing 9 sets, this is a good way to go beyond failure. I'll probably do it on every set, go beyond failure, and not have to do nearly as much in terms of the volume or the amount of sets. Um, so instead of doing like 12 to 15 sets like I normally do on legs, I'm cutting it down a little bit. And it's also going to save me some time. So if you're on a time crunch, you can try this again because you don't have to do as many sets, so you're not in here as long, but you're still going to get crazy intense work done. So yeah, let me did I even count that as a no, that really wasn't a warm up. So let me do one more warm up here. And then fuck man, we will get into it. I'm actually kind of anxious about this, but excited at the same time because I know it's gonna whoop my ass. Um, all right, let's rest for like a minute, and then we'll get into it. Oh boy, here we go. Oh, that. Oh my God. Well, one set down, and I'm feeling it for sure. I think I'm kind of actually underplaying it to you guys. I'm feeling it a lot. I see that was only 4 more reps than where I would have naturally stopped most of the time. Um, but that's gonna add up. Do that 2 more times, and I said like you're really pushing beyond failure and making this set a lot more intense, stressing the muscle a lot more. So theoretically, my muscle should respond pretty good. And again, another bonus of this is I'm not gonna do nearly as many sets. Yeah, I mean for the simple fact that I'm getting a lot more volume doing it like this. So I don't need to, I don't need to do more sets. So yeah, we'll try to get in about 30 seconds. All right. So far, so good. It kind of feels similar to a drop set, but obviously I'm not doing as many reps, and the weight stays the same. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's definitely different than a drop set, but there are some similarities. Just trying to go beyond failure, you know. But I like it so far. 2 sets in. I've only done 2 sets, and my hamstrings are fucking firing right now. So let's do one more. Well, so I seem to be averaging about 4 extra reps when I do that pause for about 10 seconds. I mean, that's 12 more reps that I probably wouldn't have went for otherwise, you know? You know what? I know I said no drop sets, but fuck. It's only 9 total sets I'm doing today. I don't think it's going to hurt anything. It'll just give me a little more of a pump. So, let's do it. Why not? I am fighting the urge to want to do 1 or 2 more sets here because that's what I always do. Don't get me wrong, these 3 sets were really, really good. I like it so far. But you guys know I just love a lot of volume. But that's probably why I've accumulated these little minor injuries, and I got to get them right. So we'll call it there and move on to some leg extensions. Let me get a look at the quads first, though. All right. All right. So there was a point that I wanted to make in this video, and I almost forgot, which that's kind of the story of my life. I always forget shit. But now that I'm thinking about it, I want to say real quick, I'm probably gonna lay off the unilateral, at least on the leg curls and leg extensions. I'm gonna lay off the unilateral sets for a while. Now I could be completely fucking wrong here, but I think, like I was sitting there thinking about it, when I'm doing these unilateral sets, I'm going pretty heavy sets of 10 to like 13 to 14 reps usually. All that force is on one leg and on one knee. And I've read that leg extensions can kind of be hard on your knees anyways. So if you're just doing one leg at a time, that's a lot of pressure and force on one knee. And I was thinking, like I've been spamming out unilateral leg extensions and leg curls for like 2 months now, and I at least want to test out the theory that maybe that's why my knees are starting to kind of flare up and bother me a little bit. So I'm gonna lay off the unilateral leg extensions and leg curls for really however long I need to, at least a month or longer, I would guess, and just see if that does help my knees, specifically my left knee. My left knee is the one that's really, you know, been bothering me lately. But even my right knee, I'm starting to feel a little something. So I gotta try to, you know, stop this before it gets worse. Because you know, I'm not gonna skip the gym unless I'm fucking dying. So even if my knees are killing me, I'm gonna be in here doing something for legs. But I'd rather that not be the case. So I want to try to get these right before that happens, or hopefully so that don't happen at all. Yeah, that's kind of my philosophy. But you guys know the machines here don't go heavy enough when I go bilaterally. So, I'm kind of doing this, go to failure, stop for like 10 seconds, and then continue to go again. I'm kind of doing that to try to still make this challenging and bring the intensity and kind of counteract the fact that, again, these machines just don't go heavy enough when I'm using both legs. So, but, anyways, let's get into this first set. Yeah, I kind of figured I would get a little bit more on these, just considering that this is so much easier than the leg curl is for me. I mean, I still did. I think on the first set of leg curls, I was like close to 20 reps, and then I had to stop and then do more. On this one, I was at like 30, or maybe even a little more. I don't know. Yeah, pretty good. So I just feel like I'm not doing enough today, man. I hate that. It's gonna kind of bother me. Who knows? Though? By the time I'm done doing this style of sets on what I'm thinking is probably gonna be Smith machine squats to finish, I might be singing a different tune here. I might be pretty much dead at that point. So yeah, let's do two more here. One more. Fuck. Ah, fuck. Yep, that's gonna be it. Oh my god, that worked almost a little too good. Fuck. Okay, let's go try some Smith machine, or not Smith machine. Jesus Christ. Let's go try some hack squats now. I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be brutal. It's gonna be tough, but well, that's part of it. You gotta embrace it. So let's get over there. All right, here we go. This is gonna be the toughest part by far of this workout. I honestly don't even really know how I'm gonna do this. I mean, I have a general idea, but that always doesn't work out. So I'm basically just thinking, you know, like over there, I'll do as many sets as I can, and I guess I'll just stand up all the way with it and lock it in place again. I might wait like 15 seconds because this is just gonna take a lot more energy and it's just gonna overall fatigue me a lot more. So 15 or 20 seconds, I might wait and then go right back into it and do however many more I can. It's gonna be very, I don't know. It's just gonna be very hard to gauge and hard to judge. Just because this is using a lot more muscles, and like I said, you're just gonna fatigue yourself so much more on this. So like if I rack this and wait like 15 or 20 seconds, and then try to go back into it and get however many more reps I can, am I even gonna get enough to kind of justify doing it? I don't know. I'm basically just gonna have to do a set and find out. But yeah, in terms of my feet, I'm wanting to put my feet basically. I'm gonna basically put them mid platform in terms of how high up I'm doing it. I'm gonna put them about mid platform so that way I can work my quads and my hamstrings about evenly. I want an even distribution here, since I'm only doing 3 sets. So I don't want to be too much quad focus or hamstring. I want to try to get the best of both here, but I'm gonna have my feet pretty close together, only like a couple inches in between my feet. So it's gonna make it even harder. But that's kind of what I wanted, so I didn't have to throw a ton of weight on here. So I guess I can quit procrastinating and try this first set. It's gonna be brutal, but let's do it. Ah, up. I need a minute after that, or maybe more like 5. Okay, I'll admit, like the first 6 or 7 reps, I was feeling some tenderness and pain in my knee, but again, it went away about 60% or 70% into the initial portion of the set, and then when I racked it and went into it again for those additional, I think I did 5 reps, the pain was gone. So hopefully we can manage 2 more. But yeah, racking it and waiting like 15 or 20 seconds and then doing more. I actually got more reps than I thought I would, and it felt really fucking good. So we'll do 2 more, and as much as it pains me to say, that'll probably be it today. We'll go back there and pose a little bit. If you really want to test yourself and how hard you can actually push yourself, you need to try some sets like this. Sometimes you think you're going hard and you're pushing it to your limits, or at least as close as you can get. And then you start doing sets like this, and you find out pretty quick that you weren't even close. Because if you'd have told me my second set into this, after already doing 6 sets with a couple of drop sets of legs, that I'd be able to do a set of 12 or 13, rack it, not move, and after about 15 or 20 seconds, go back into it and still get 4, or more good reps, I would have thought by the second one my legs would be toast, and they are, but I'm still pushing through it. That's kind of what I'm talking about, and I'm breathing very hard. If you can't tell, because it's whooping my ass. All right, let's do one more like that, and we'll call it, man. Up. Uh, uh, let me catch my breath. You don't know. I'll catch you guys back there when I start posing, because I need to catch myself, catch my breath, and kind of collect myself here. Okay. Yeah, guys, my legs. I never would have thought that just 9 sets of legs would do this to me. But I'm done, man. But it's a nice change. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I love being in here and doing 10 or more sets. Honestly, even closer to like 15 total sets of most body parts is like, that's my sweet spot. But then again, that might be why I'm starting to build up these little ticky tack injuries. So I think it's time for me to dial it back with some stuff, and yeah, just see if I can fuck, batteries on 20%. Yeah, and see if I can start to get right, start to feel a little better, because I mean, just um like I said, squatting the way I want to is going to start to get even more challenging, because it's already challenging if my knee just continues to feel like this. So I got to try to come in here, do what I can, still break down the muscle and stress the muscle to respond and grow, while also at the same time just dialing it back a little bit and seeing if it can recover a little bit better with each day. And then over the course of some weeks or like a month or two, hopefully, it's pretty much 100%. That's my hypothesis, my theory right now. Is kind of what I'm going for. We'll see if it works. But yeah, man. And again, the whole doing as many as I can, or at least getting within a rep or two of failure, stopping, staying in the machine, not getting out, waiting for 10 to 20 seconds, and then doing what I can again after that. That was pretty gnarly, dude. It was pretty fucking gnarly, but I like it. It was a nice change, just something different. Like I said, it didn't require a lot more, or it didn't require as much volume, which again, it all kind of lined up to exactly what I'm shooting for. Uh, So we'll see. We'll see how it goes with some weeks of doing it like this. But let's do some fucking posing. Let's scoot this back a little farther. All right. We're not going to get too crazy with the posing today. I mean, fuck. How many times can I pose the same way, you know? I'm really just doing it to try to keep a little bit of consistency because, again, when I start prepping for a bodybuilding show, I'm going to have to really go hard on the posing because I've heard that can be extremely tough, especially the more you're depleted of water and carbs. It's just a lot. So, yeah, look what the fuck I got, guys. This right here, they used to call it the scale breaker. It's got 3 scoops of whey, some peanut butter. Yeah, it's loaded to the gills with protein and calories. And so for bulking, it's a perfect complement to all the extra meals or all the normal meals that you get. So yeah, I got 3 scoops of whey protein, some peanut butter. Honestly, I don't know what else, but it's fucking good, dude. It is fucking good. So I'm gonna slurp this down, put all my shit up, and get out of here. You guys know tomorrow is chest and triceps, so you already know I'm excited. We have a whole 24 hours until that happens, or maybe a little less, and I'm already looking forward to it. So let's get out of here.